Thank you for joining us for this video. In this video, we will cover how to create a custom template from scratch. That is how to edit the document properties, include custom specifications for material, drafting standards, units, and image quality, and also how to be careful when making changes to these properties. We will also have a look at how to change the scene, that is the background, how to add custom properties that are not available in the document properties menu. We will also see how to add the author, keywords, title, and description for the document template. We will see how to save the document as a part template file and save it in the appropriate folder for easy access. If you are interested in in-person training on SOLIDWORKS with us, contact us and we will send you more information. When creating a custom template for a part file, you will see in my pop-up box over here when I try to open a new document, I have multiple tabs available. The templates tab will have your standard templates that come with SOLIDWORKS, and you can see I have an additional tab over here and I have some templates that have already been saved and customized. So in the novice tab over here is just your general standard, and in advanced is where you will see your custom templates. Okay, so I will then just select a standard template so that I can show you how to customize. Starting off with the material, if you would like to create a template file that has the same material assigned every time, you would come over here to material, and you can see currently there isn't one, it says not specified. So I will right click on that, and if the material that I want to choose is not available in this menu, I can then go and click on edit material where more options will be available. Once you click on your selected material, make sure to click on apply before you click close. I, however, am just going to choose plain carbon steel. Okay, from there, we would like to edit some of the document properties. So we will be going up to the options little gear up here and click on the tab that says document properties. Now here you can edit your drafting standard, your units. You can see all of mine have been set already. There's nothing that I need to change there. But if I needed to change it, this is where I would do that. And in image quality, you can see mine is currently set more or less in the middle of that gradient. If you set it too high, be careful. As it says here, sliding into the red zone will cause the file size to increase. The graphics performance will be slower and substantially increased memory usage. So be mindful when fiddling with these settings over here. I'm not going to be saving any of the changes that I made, so I will just click on cancel. But if you have made changes and you would like to save them, make sure to click on OK. Moving on from there, the display scene. So what would you like for your graphics area and your actual part once you have something designed to look like? So your display style over here, I will leave mine on shaded with edges, but there are multiple options available there, as well as your scene. So I currently have it set to 3-point faded, but there is plain white, there's a backdrop. You can actually add your own images here as well if you wish to do so. I will leave mine on 3-point faded. Lastly, if you would like any file properties assigned to your template, you would click on this icon to the left of the options gear, and in the custom tab you can go ahead and type in any custom properties that you would like there. So for example, title, perhaps description, and let's do material as well. Now, I am not going to type anything in the value or text expression because remember, this is a template. This is going to be different from part to part, and this will be filled in once I am designing a specific part. So I'm not going to do that in the template design right now. In the summary tab over here, again, I'm not going to edit anything here unless I'm the only one using the template. I can already fill in the author, but the rest of the information can be filled in once you are using the template officially after it has been saved. Okay, I'm happy with my changes. I'm going to click OK. Once you've done all of your settings that you would like to be applied to your template, you then need to save your template. So we would go to the save icon, but clicking on the arrow next to the save icon, click on Save As. Now I'm currently in a part file, so the Save As type is defaulted to part. I, however, don't want to do that. I would like to save it as a part template. Once I click on part template, I can then rename my part template to whatever I would like for it to be. So for example, I can use my name and the word part and save it accordingly. Now, when you click on Save As, it will automatically take you to the place in your storage where your files, your template files are already saved. Now, be careful when you're saving your custom templates, because should you upgrade next year to the newer version and you uninstall the old version, save your files in such a place that it's not going to get removed with the old version. So rather save them separately in a place where it can be saved after an uninstall. Okay, I'm not going to save mine right now because it already has been saved. After you have saved your custom template, the next thing to do would be to add this into your options in your file locations. So previously we were working in document properties. Now we will be working in the tab that says system options. If I go down here to where it says file locations, you can see under document templates. Under document templates, I have all of these different locations selected, and my custom templates that I have saved are in this folder. Now, if you have not yet added it, you can click on the button that says Add, find the folder in your File Explorer, click on it. So if I used this one, for example, it's not that one, but if it was that one, and then click on Select Folder. And once you click on Select Folder, it will add it to this list of folders here, and then click on OK to make sure that the changes are saved. And that is it regarding setting up a custom template for a part file. The same procedure would be followed for an assembly file or for a drawing file, but obviously different options available for the different files.